Pleasant good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome once again to Big Stone Television. Today is an historical, spiritual, and blessed day in Arnett Gardens, Concrete Jungle. Today I'm here with an icon, a legend. And it's not that often I get an opportunity to sit and talk with a living legend / icon. What am I talking about? A young man that was born in London, started a group of musicians known as Ruff Cutt. They started in a back room in London, and the rest is history because they backed any and everyone who has played an integral role in the liberty of reggae music. What am I talking about? My friend Tony Ruff Cutt Phillips. Welcome to Big Stone Television.
My pleasure. Thank you for having me.
It's good to see you, Tony. And I can say welcome home. Because even though you were born in London, Jamaica is still your home because your parents are Jamaican.
Yes.
Tell us how this phenomenal journey of you being born in London, but it's so attached to reggae music. Tell us where that love and that, tell us a little bit about the early days.
Well, in the early days, you know, my parents, them, you know, Jamaicans, and came in the Windrush times.
Mm-hmm.
And I have many other brothers and sisters, well, 5.
Yes.
2 bigger brother and 2 bigger sisters. I'm the youngest.
Yes.
So I was the only one that born in England out of the family.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah, I don't know, I think it was a kind of security my parents most probably didn't think that they needed at that time. But I ended up being the youngest one, and funny enough, I gravitated to the music even more than the others. I don't know, maybe because I didn't born in England or whatever. Well, my mother, she just sent me to piano lessons, you know, and I used to really wonder at the time.
What's she thinking?
Yeah, what she thinking? She just sent me to piano lessons, so we used to go piano lesson, and then we used to have, it was a very close family. And anytime we had any events like Christmas and Easter, whatever, family would get together, tunes that would come out. My father would clear out some old tune on some 10-inch, some quadrille, and
okay.
that will show you how
how far back, yes.
Yeah,
some Mento and
quadrille.
Yeah, that type
that I play.
Yes.
You know, and I used to love it. I used to be around the gram, playing the tune them as a little youth. When people used to come at the house, and me used to play the music and them thing them. They really had no big intention of being in it so much, you know. Just did love it. I used to have my little sound system, used to go and buy tunes. You know, I used to see the names on the tunes, Eptones, you know, Dennis Brown, certain names, and that used to really inspire
Like tickle your fancy a little bit.
It did, you know.
Yeah.
And
So how did you now equate the piano, playing piano, to these sounds?
well,
Where did the changeover began?
well, as you know, my parents them migrated home back to Jamaica.
Yes.
So I went back with them. I had to. I was the smallest one, and going back to Jamaica now. You know, my area, music I play all day, music I play from morning, 8 o'clock, music I play to this day. You can come to our area and 8 o'clock you hear music at top, you know? So yeah, and you know, I used to love it. I used to have my own little sound.
So instruments now, because I heard you are one of the best instrumentalists in recent times. Tell us how you really got connected now to even say playing the guitar.
Well, I was over in Jamaica going to school. I went to Arden High School. And my father got killed.
Wow.
Yeah, and that's the area where we come from, where we did have shop and bar. And they robbed the shop, the bar. I was about 15, 16 years old. It's only the other day me really realized it must have been an impact on my life. But I never really check it, you know what I mean?
Yeah, yes.
But yeah, you know, so I lost my father then. I was there with my mother, getting bigger, girls, My mother said, no, she can't deal with it. And my sister sent for me in England.
Okay, so you went back to England.
Yes, I went back to England. And when I went back to England, now my sister boyfriend, which is our boyfriend from school, he was a musician and played guitar. So when we reach England back now, me always them amongst my sister and him because, you know, I try to get back in as a thing and know people, and we used to go to the rehearsals every week with him and watch them and things.
That time nothing was formed yet.
Oh no, never have no idea of playing
in a band. Oh, so you just gravitated
I just
to
gravitated to that because funny enough, when we have my son over here in Jamaica, one of the other son man, which is my cousin, he said to me, hey, make we form a band, no? I said, no, man, we don't do no band business. We don't do no band business, because anytime we used to go and dance, anytime the band come on, we used to vex.
Because it sloped the whole thing down.
Because we rub the girl them and dance.
Yeah.
So when the
band... heavy bass a come out of the speaker.
It's a different thing,
you know? Yeah.
So we never really in a band business, but there with my brother-in-law, show me a few cards. I wasn't really taught to play. I just did have a feel and the natural.
So you actually was self-taught then?
Yes, definitely.
Wow. The love for it eventually.
Yeah, man, nobody never got to a guitar lesson and a man show me where. We only have my brother-in-law who show me a few basic cards.
And that's it. So the minor chords, the augmented, the diminished and so on, you pick that all up along the way.
You know? And with that now, so they used to go rehearsal. And we did have my cousin who was my cousin, I know say him learn to play piano too.
Yeah.
Because I used to send him to school.
Yeah.
So him was you know, him know the rudiments and the real thing.
So you draw him in. One become two, become three.
Check him a couple times, man, and say, hey, you want to see, you know, you have some brethren them, you know, them are play, you know, and them have all instrument, keyboards, everything is there, you know, but them don't have anybody to play it. And I said to him, say, you know, why you not come play? I said, no, sir, not really, you know, them kind of thing there, you know, them really there. But about 2 or 3 times, he still come check in. The fourth time him say, all right, may I come see? Wagwan.
Yeah.
And him come. And from that day, he never turned back.
Him just fall in love too with the
The man
gathering.
turned out to be one of the biggest musicians, bigger than me. Bigger. And the name is Clifton Bigger Morrison.
Clifton Bigger, yes,
He's
I've heard the name.
He's known in the business.
Okay, so you moved from Jamaica back to London, and the keyboard was the first preference, you know, the piano and so on, and then you learn a few chords on the guitar, and you grab another brethren and say, come play keyboard, and I guess a drummer fall into place and so on.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit now about that backyard there, that back room there in London. What happened there?
Well, what happened this way is that the same band there where we put together,
Yeah.
it was called Creation Rebel.
Oh, at first, Creation
first.
Rebel.
That is right, that's my first band. There's only about 3 to 4 bands I really had. But I can tell you, any one of my bands has always been, you know, creditable. And this Creation Rebel band, we was playing more avant-garde. I had a producer named Adrian Sherwood. You know, he was the first one who brought me on a studio session.
Okay.
I didn't know my friend, and my friend know me, and him carry me on the session. I play guitar for him. His name is Adrian Sherwood. He's got his own record label, big a new sound. He then sent for Prince Farai, Bim Sherman. I don't know if you've heard of Bim Sherman.
Yeah, man, of course, of course.
Big singer.
Yes, man.
Bim Sherman and Prince Amma. And then we started tour with them as Creation Rebel, because the tune where we recorded, where we do for Adrian Sherwood. He released it in Holland, and it got very successful.
Wow.
So they wanted to see the music, the band. So
Yeah.
we came over there, toured with Prince Farai, toured with Bim Sherman, toured with Prince Amma. You know, and kept so till we started doing our own shows as Creation Rebel, touring Europe.
So you start getting better now and better at your craft now and
much
so on.
And when we was there now, we needed somewhere to rehearse.
Yes.
So that is how we end up
In the back room there.
in the back room, because one of my
The back storage room, as you call
back
it.
storage room. You know, they never didn't want to give you anything, but maybe you might refuse it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's a space.
Yeah. But we took it, and we did it for a while, and then we decided, you know, when we are playing, we are making enough noise.
Yeah.
Because there's other users of the building.
Yes.
So we applied as the neighborhood community leader, and him give us a grant.
Okay.
And him get a grant for us of about £1,500. It wasn't really a lot to do what we want to do.
Yeah.
We want to
But it's a
soundproof
start
it.
though. 'Cause
Yeah.
You wanted to soundproof the place, and
That's correct.
yeah, £15,000.
So we
Couldn't do
said-
it.
Some of we know say, well, why don't you know, me's a carpenter, you know, our next man say, what do I used to do masonry work, you know, and so we say, what?
So everybody else know, other than being musician, have a next trade where them could have.
Well, it's not even everybody else. You have others who was around, you know.
Yeah, okay,
Who was
okay.
still in the thing, you know, because they want the music, they want to see it.
Yeah, you want to see the thing flourish,
Yeah, so we say, yeah, all right, all we do is buy the material, and we will do it ourselves.
Yeah.
So we buy the material and we start
Hammering and-
Yeah, hammering and things. And we don't know, we are musicians, we know nothing about. When we take us that, when the man them come in, it's like a man a pass through one day and look one day and said, why, this is a rough cut. You know see it?
Oh!
That's how we get the name, because
Because the thing rough.
It's rough. You know, man and nail and something that's so.
Yeah, that thing, yeah.
So the man say, oh, I rough cut this, man.
Pause for me. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm having fun here talking with Tony Ruff Cutt Phillips, talking about the original days of how he got started in the music business, how he got started even in moving from playing the piano to a guitar, and then how the name Ruff Cutt, which is now an household name, an historical name, once you're talking about a reggae band. a real authentic reggae band. If you're not saying Ruff Cutt, you're not saying grassroots. And how Ruff Cutt was created was a whole heap of pitchy patchy, this and that, Tara what's not, just bungle up, and a man just passed through and said, why?
I said, a Ruff Cutt this.
So I like the name.
Well, it kind of stick.
It's kind of stick.
It sticked.
Yeah.
You know, and we just work with it.
Yes.
Other musicians started to come now and use the place now.
Yes.
You know, because it's soundproof and rare.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, well, I did have the Creation Rebel, as you know, was going on.
Yeah.
And so on. But Creation Rebel was more avant-garde. It was more, we was playing more dub, spacey kind of thing, you know? Adrian Sherwood influence at the same time. So we was doing that, and me the man always did want to have my people, my peers, I don't know, silly, because even the man used to tell me, say, "We kill up yourself about that for? You never get no money. The money there, you know, you might get £50.
Yeah.
You know, I sure.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You know, we are kill up yourself about that.
So you was actually into it for the business of show business. You was just into it for show business.
Yeah, I wanted to play music for my people, and more to see my people might enjoy it. That's how I was feeling at the time.
At the time.
Because I did have all of this mass of white people, different other.
So you must have a big following and people know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
it was known as Creation Rebel. So, amongst us, as I said, no, different musicians used to come. After a while, different groups and thing. And one of the groups that used to come there was a little group named Family Band. With my brethren, a brother named Carlton Bubblers Ogilvy.
Okay.
Big keyboard player.
Yeah.
And Don Campbell, singer. Don Campbell, UK singer.
Yes.
And they had their little group and thing. And they used to come and rehearse down at Ruff Cutt. I used to see them all the while, and I just started, they like the sound. I like them feel and what they might do, especially for what I wanted to do, what I feel I wanted to do. So, you know, I just went in there upon them rehearsal, plug in.
And just start doing things. So you Ruff Cutt the studio, and then you bombard the man them session tour.
Even though the man them said, we could have did ask.
You could have did that. But guess what? It is so funny, ladies and gentlemen, when things are destined to be, it just takes form and void.
That's right.
That's how I think this earth was created. It was just destined to be, and no one really came up with no great creational skills. Everything just falls into place, and this is what it is.
And it's, you know, and when we really start to check it, you know, we find out so that one of the brothers, Dan Campbell, the singer, is my mother's godson. And Bubblers, all of us live in Alsden.
Oh, okay.
Alsden, you know, was one of the major...
Like a hub?
For the Jamaicans.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Brixton, Alsden.
Okay, but Alsden was the place?
The place, because you had all of these big record companies. You have Trojan.
Okay, yes.
Come from round there. You have Palmer.
Yes.
They come from round there, you know.
What about Jetstar?
You know, Palmer is Jetstar.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yes,
okay.
Jetstar is after Palmer.
Okay.
Because they didn't name Palmers, there was the
Palmer. Because I know those were the foundational distributional companies that took the music.
And that's the era that where we live in. Where we have most of the record shops that sell reggae music.
Okay, so Ruff Cutt is now farm, and you start to move on places and so on.
Well, we started to back artists as
That's it now. How did the attraction of, say, a Dennis Brown or...
Well, we started to work with Alton Ellis.
Alton Ellis?
Yeah.
That's one of the top of the top.
Yeah, Alton Ellis used to come down the rehearsal room.
Yeah. Tell us, what was it like meeting with Alton Ellis?
It was very special to us, you know, because we grew up on them tunes then.
So Alton Ellis was already a star in Jamaica when you guys actually met him, because I did an interview with him in the Tony. And just to show you how the music fraternity is, how it messed up, and that is why I do the work I do, and that is why I honor people like you and give you your roses, because I think you have played your part, you did what was supposed to be done, and the rest now is the appreciation from us. We should appreciate you, love you, and respect you for the work that you have done. Alton told me at 5th Street, down at the kitchen, him call it, because there used to be a rehearsal room down there in Trenchtown. And he told me that when he went to England in 1961, I think it was, and they rolled out the limousine for him, and you know, he was this and that, and people started to cater to him. He heard Mirel. If I had a pair of wings, over the prison wall I'd fly. That's one of his songs. And he said, Big Stone, would you believe that song has been #1 since 1957? He didn't know that Mirel was a #1 song until he actually got to London and see people appreciating him for that song. So, meeting with a man like this now, what was it like?
It was very special, you know, it was very great. It's, you know, something that you always wanted to do. I used to always imagine myself playing instrument amongst the singers. Them, you know.
Yes.
Used to be in my room.
The great ones, at least.
Yeah, the great ones.
Yes.
You know, used to have bounce my guitar. I play Alton, I play John Holt, I play all kind of songs. So you know, to actually meet him was
a dream come true.
It was a dream come true.
Awesome,
and,
awesome.
And we started to work with him, because at that time, after a while, you know, him was kind of, because he wasn't there for a little while.
Yeah, yeah.
So
I already have a lot of picnic in London too.
Yeah.
And branch out and start to move around, and the ladies kind of love the great voice of Alton Ellis. So tell us a few of the other great names that start to come around now, Ruff Cutt.
Well, in those times, they really want to go back to the early. I talk about man like Ranking Trevor.
Ranking Trevor?
All right. And a long time. Errol Dunkley.
Errol Dunkley, yes.
Pat Kelly.
Pat Kelly.
Wow. We used to tour with Pat Kelly, do all kind of shows with Pat Kelly, man. Love it, man.
Wow.
It was great. And at that time, it was Alton, Pat Kelly, so when we were doing the shows, then we were playing with them too. I was them 3 man up on the show.
You know?
That's how we get to know enough tune too, because we played so much artists.
Yeah.
We know the rhythms then. And then it's easier when the artists are come for us to play.
Because you already know the rhythms and everything. They just...
We do shows, you know, we have all 14 artists on the show.
Yeah.
And some of them want to do them sets.
Yeah. Wow.
That's a lot
That's a lot of work to remember.
We play all 72, 80 tune.
What?
Yeah.
Great,
I tell you,
great,
there was a time when if you don't come check Ruff Cutt, you don't ask nothing. As a artist traveling about Marcia Griffiths, Bob Andy.
You ever had a chance to do any work with Bob?
Bob Andy?
No, Bob Marley.
Never.
Okay, I guess he had his own backing band with Aston Family Barrett.
Yeah, but I was too
Earl
young.
Chinner Smith and...
Yeah.
And but so you was much younger.
I would have loved it.
Yeah, that would be something else.
That would have been something else. Imagine playing with all of so much artists and never have Bob.
Wow.
But we did do Dennis Brown.
Yes, of course, the Crown Prince.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, here I am at the beautiful picture, the portrait of one of Jamaica's leading record producer. We're talking about George Pang. Greetings, which is an anthem in Jamaica, was produced by George, and so much more. One of the few record producers that is associated with Wikipedia. If you go to Wikipedia have everything on George and more. And he used to kind of brag a little bit when he said, "Yo, Big Stone, tell me something. Watch this." Because I know you can't do this, and take him phone and say, Wikipedia, George Pang. And then Wikipedia would answer him and say, blah, 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 blah. And then I tried to do the same thing. Wikipedia, Big Stone, and nothing came back, because I'm not as prominent as, as the legend.
Yeah, man,
so
we played all, we played George Pang tune them all the while, because we played the artists them, we played Frankie Paul.
Frankie Paul, yeah.
We played them artists there and his film tune them.
Yes,
we played with Half Pint.
Yes.
So, we were playing.
All right, Ruff Cutt. So that was the earlier days now. The music have come thus far. A lot of people have benefited from the music. Where do you see reggae music now in the 21st century? Bob not being here as one of the stalwart, Peter Tosh not being here, Bunny Wailer not being here, Bob Andy not being here. We lost Robbie Shakespeare recently, not being here as a stalwart musician, but we still have great ones like Flabber Holt, and we still have what's his name? Leroy Sibbles is a good place. Yes, we still have Sly here as a drummer. We still have Boris Gardner. Oh, you understand? We have Lloyd Parks as another great bass player. We have Frankie Campbell.
Gardner. He's a man who loves bass, man. Them now.
Yeah, man. So Jamaica still have some stalwart bass player that is holding down the fort. But dancehall came into the mix. And as we know, ladies and gentlemen, dancehall was a place where you used to go and listen to reggae music being performed. But dancehall now, based on my friend Prince, who look at us now and call us dinosaur. Dancehall now has become a genre of music where all kind of stuff come up, and then we have Burna Boy and him, what them call it, Afrobeat. Yeah. You know what I mean? What are your thoughts about that? How that you have seen from the little back room in London, the music has evolved and branched out, and we have so much different things happening. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, remember say that, as a backing band and as one of the top backing band, we had to pass through, we had to adjust, we had to be adjusting to the changes of the styles of music.
Yeah.
You understand? Because when dancehall start to come in certain way, the Ninja Mans, them and them things there. We have to change, there's a dancehall slang thing.
Yeah.
Remember where I come from?
Yeah, my friend, yeah. Mentor, Roomba, this, that. And then the music take the turn there.
Jammy's coming with the slang thing and went into that, and we had to adjust, you understand, to fit in with all of them. Ladies, all of them, all of the DJ them, we do them.
Yeah. So it was no problem then. So it was no problem. The music speed up somewhat, get a little faster. You have to put in the mix now. Because I remember I never used to play with no mix.
You have to
adjust. My ball out, give me the bass, mix me, give me the one drop, right.
That's right.
So the music take that turn upon the level there.
Yeah,
good.
All of the DJs them we do all of them, what was happening, General Degree, whatever was happening.
Okay, so we understand now the music evolved and we have dancehall, and then it still take a turn to Afrobeat now and so on. The monetary part of the music, did you start making some money eventually?
Well, not really, but we got a lot of claim and we got lots of opportunities to travel, went abroad, lots of different countries, playing the music, which was good too, we did appreciate that, getting to see the world and so on. And but you can keep up, but after a while, as you know, the Afrobeat
time, yes, and this Afrobeat thing and thing. You know what, something though, but I still have to ask you this. I myself is a record producer, and I prefer live music, to be honest with you. I think that one person going into a studio with a drum machine and using finger play bass, and then using finger play keyboard, and then using finger play guitar. One person into the music doesn't give you that feel like you have You know what I mean?
Well, if you check,
a
like,
Tony Ruff Cutt.
I must say that we, even right now, we have one of the biggest tunes on the road, you know. Yeah, we have a tune called the BG Rhythm.
The BG Rhythm.
Yeah.
Right now, as we speak.
Right now, as we speak, we're talking about
Okay.
Barry
Okay.
Salmon,
Yes.
Buju Banton.
Yes.
Big tune, man. And the thing is that the reason why I brought that up is that it's live we play it.
Exactly. Exactly.
The Ruff Cutt band, we have the drummer, our drummer play, Trevor Fagan.
Mm-hmm.
The bass player, Kenton Bone, which is my bass player from Ruff Cutt.
Yes.
The keyboards is Bubblers,
Yes.
Carlton Bubblers Ogilvy.
Yes.
And me on the guitars. We
Yes.
have Dean Fraser
And Hans.
and Hans. You can't
What
go
a sound.
wrong.
No, what a sound.
You
That's
can't.
sound there.
Yeah.
That's sound there. That's
a
sound
big
there.
tune that's been going on for the
So
last
just two artists you have it, but you have Barry
No.
Salmon and Buju Banton.
We have
Tell us
Lucky
who else
D.
is there. Lucky D's on it.
Yeah.
One of the finest singers that Jamaica's ever
Lucky
produced.
D,
A very
I've got
good friend of
some
mine.
up-and-coming singers in from the UK.
Yeah.
A youth named JJ Born to Sing.
Yeah.
We have Donna Marie,
Uh-huh.
which is a female singer.
Yes.
And there's about 10 versions. We have Tenor Star on it. We have Peter Spence on it. We have Rash Sherby on it. There's about 10 pieces we have on it.
As you mentioned that name, Tenor Star, I want to give a big shout out. Tenor Star, anyway there, and watching this interview, Big Stone want to say you have one of the cleanest, sweetest voice that I've heard in a long time, man. And keep up the great work. I had the opportunity of meeting you right here in Arnett Garden with my brethren, Wayne. Big up yourself, Wayne. And Tenor Star, may I tell you, a big, 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 big singer.
Yeah.
May I tell you. Jamaica produced some great people in a man.
Great, man. Great.
Some great people.
Too great, too great. You know?
Now 2023 has come and
20.
we have seen the involvement of the music and different artists, different style, different so on and so forth. The lesson that was learned as a young individual through reggae music, are these messages still being conveyed in this new type of a music? Because we're seeing, especially in Jamaica, and I have to speak about my country, and you too, even London, there's a lot of stabbing going on and so forth.
Definitely.
You think music and its format plays a role?
It does, in a sense, yes.
Yeah.
You know, because it's the vibes as well that it pushes out. You know, and you know, us people, you know, we're hot-blooded, we like the vibes, we like things with vibes and thing, you know. And
But to resort to using certain type of a lyric, like a man marrow for fly, P for dead,
disgusting.
make a man marrow jump on the tar, scamming,
Pure one.
inveigling the use of drugs like Mali and so on and so forth. That type of message, and I personally, I'm not against our man eating food, so on, but if it affect our children, which is our future, then I have, as a record producer, I have to speak upon it. The radio station not playing the foundation music as before. If you don't have any money, as bad as BG rhythm is, you're not going to hear it play upon some of these. So you have to come up with some cash. What are your thoughts about that? The music has come there.
It's really just that it has always really been like that. It's just that we never know.
Well, it's always been some a food off a party table.
I had a little joke the other day. I was at Barry Salmon's studio.
Yeah, how many else? Yeah.
And Flabber Walt was there, and me and him was a talk, you know. And I'm asking him about, you know, all of these Roots Radix shows, and because, you know, we ourselves was Roots Radix fans. We're babies of Roots Radix.
Yeah.
We're babies of Sly Dunbar and Robbie. We're babies of people like Family Man, Aston Barrett.
Barrett, yeah.
Them are the kind of people them that encourage us. Bass player there, Boris Gardner.
Boris Gardner, yeah.
I love them, man. They know
Yeah,
them,
man, kind of have a big voice. Boris Gardner can sing to you, brother.
Yes.
And even Light Parks.
Yes.
Officially,
Yeah, man.
to play and sing
Of
bass is
course.
not an easy task.
Not an easy task. You know?
One thing we're missing though, Tony, to be honest with you, your guitar. I mean, we're here sitting talking that you're one of the best and blah, blah, blah. And I know you set me up for this one because we have to have a part two.
Yes.
All right?
And we play John Holton, Dennis Brown, Wildfire, you know.
Yes.
Yeah, man, we play them
Big,
tune
big,
there,
big, big rhythm that's in a bird.
Yeah, man, we play them tune there.
What else you can remember out of there?
We do Barrington
The archive.
Levy,
Yeah.
Here I Come.
Yeah.
We play upon that. We do a big tune with an artist in England. I don't know if you didn't hear this artist, but it's good to mention him.
Yeah.
Junior English.
Yes, man, Junior English, yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
Yeah, we did a big tune with him called Ready to Learn.
Ready to learn.
At our own studio. You know? Enough tune we really play on. Enough tune. I myself produced album with Freddie McGregor. I used to work
Wow.
at Jet Star, you know.
Wow, really?
Yeah, I used to be one of the main producers down at Jet Star.
Wow.
For about 5-6 years.
Wow.
We do Gregory Isaacs album called Here by Appointment. Is me produced the whole of the album. And we do an album called Freddie McGregor Artist Willing. You know, that I did with my co-producers, like people like Jazzwad,
Okay.
Bubblers, you know, Fish Brown, the bass player. You understand? And we try to keep it together because we have a sound.
Yeah, and you have to maintain that song.
And the thing is, I'll go on the same BG rhythm.
Yeah.
Are we?
Yeah.
Are we?
Ladies and gentlemen, here we are at the famous wall of George Pang. We're in Arnett Gardens. We're having a conversation with Tony Ruff Cutt Phillips, the founding member of the immortalized band Ruff Cutt. Now, there were a number of questions that were unanswered, and I know only another legend slash icon can really bring us into the fore. George, you've been to England many, many times.
Definitely.
You've met with Tony Ruff Cutt Phillips. Where is reggae music now from them time there till this time in terms of the production of the music and the quality music that is being produced? Because you have done great works with music that have stood the test of time. And the music now that is being prepared don't last more than, they say they don't have no shelf value. What is the contrast between doing music then and doing music now?
Well, back then, when I do music, you know, we do music for last forever, you know. And for music for last forever, we have to do the right thing. Produce the right tune. We have to produce tune that people can sit down and relate to. A man or relate to a woman. Now, the type of tune right now, I not really beat down the one, but the type of tune right now we have produced, brethren. I not too like them because they more appropriate like violence. A man will tell you, lick off my head and tell you all kind of thing about woman and no. I not like that, brother. And them tune they just go on for a little while and then dead. You know what I mean?
I remember having conversation with you, George, with an unknown artist like Tennessee. And you told me that you were the first person to actually come in a studio, and the rest is history. What did you saw in Tennessee why you gave him that break?
You know, say, to be honest, brother, I can remember clearly when my record Greetings with the Half Pint.
Yeah.
One big family. I see this youth come in to me and say, boy, Mr. Pang, you know, some of them really want the tune, but every producer I go to don't want to give me a try. You know what I mean? And the humblest, I'm humble,
Yeah.
that alone make me graph into him. I'm Half Pint in the studio though, one big family. I'm say Pint. Cut look like I make hear that youth. Yeah. And when the youth start sing me, I say, no man. That youth have a golden voice, brother. Continue sing, brother. And him do a tune named Roll Call.
Yeah, when do go?
Yeah, and as I release a tune, it just took off.
Wow.
And then, see this youth come back now and say, boy, Mr. Punk, you see nobody now produce me. And as you do, the tune to me like, everybody I run on to me now and tell me, see, I say it go. See? You know what I mean? And the thing, man.
And the rest is
And
history.
the rest is history, brother.
A lot of people have given people a chance. Even you yourself speak about Sly Dunbar and Robbie Shakespeare. And it was they who perked your interest and made you out to become the great, iconic record producer that you are. Tell us a little bit about how did that happen?
You see, that's why we have to help people, brother. Cause Sly and Robbie are the man who bring me, carve me out of the music thing. I can remember clearly when Robbie said to me, say, George, music time, music we are dealing with. I would have said, Robbie, I don't know nothing about music, man. And Robbie said, watch this, man. Me will teach you, brother. And I take him advice, and him show me a lot of things, and the confidence where when I build within them, when them go up on tour, all I taxi production and me I do them.
You I do them.
When Sly and Robbie they on tour. See? So I the confident that when them building on me and she say, yeah, me know it. You understand me? So we have to help people, brother. If I see a man want help him.
George, back in the days, there was a lot of sharing and caring in the music business. Henceforth, Sly and Robbie share an idea with you. You went forward and shared an idea with Fatis Burrell. How did that come about? Because Fatis now became this renowned record producer. And it all started from you sharing and caring.
Well, you see, the legacy I love where Sly and Robbie bring to me, I hand it out to other people, brother. Now, Fatis, I'm a bridging. I mean, I say the same thing to Fatis like what Sly said to me. And Robbie, boy, boss, a music time, music we're dealing now. You see? And me give Fatis him first set of rhythm track them. See? And when me give Fatis my first set of rhythm track them, I say, Rob, the man take up him brain and start move me. I say, yeah, I love this and him never look back, brother.
Wow.
See? May your soul rest in peace,
Yes,
brother.
Philip Fatis
Yeah,
Burrell.
man, never look back, brother.
Manager to Cesar Calangelo, Luciana, a lot of top singers, a lot of top music, all came through that genuine love of sharing. What you say, George, that Robbie Shakespeare always say to you, do the best you can.
Robbie always say, give while you can, give what you can, but always give, brother.
Yeah.
See? And that is a genuine talking, brother. Genuine. You understand? And I did some of that.
The music business, and it is an honor for me to sit with two giants. And I've always said that we cannot wait till a person is gone from this earth before we give the person their roses. And with Tony Ruff Cutt Phillips, today is the day that we believe we're doing the right thing by sitting and having a conversation with him, by giving him all the praise and the accolades. And I want to take time out now and big up Nikki Cotterell, because it was Nikki Cotterell that called me and said, she have a little list on Big Stone, you know that Tony Ruff Cutt, the big guitar player from Ruff Cutt band, the original, they are Jamaica. I'm saying, yeah, because she knows that from the Junabile situation, the Ernest Wilson and so on, I'm one of those vloggers, or what you call YouTube. The reason why I have a lot of love and respect and admiration for George is not just as a Arnett Garden Football Club manager, not just a sound system owner, schoolboy movements, but also as a full-fledged record producer who have produced some timeless record that will stand the test of time even when we are long gone from this earth. music like Greetings and One Big Family and all those greats will always live on and on. George, Ruff Cutt, tell me how you really got to know this man in London, because he speaks so highly of you, George.
Yeah, well, Ruff Cutt is a legend in my own rights in a brethren. Cause I meet Ruff Cutt in London at Jetstar Record Company. Cause them distribute my tune them in London, and I meet Ruff Cutt there. You know what I mean? And from there, so we build a relationship. You see me?
Yeah,
As a nice, decent brethren.
Yeah,
Man, for real.
Cause them time there, you know, we had the main band, you know. So any hot artist, any hot tune, we go along.
We have a call upon you.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
Yeah,
Definitely.
Man. Some nice time, man.
Yes,
Frankie Paul
man.
and all that, man.
Yeah,
Man.
man. Yeah, man. We do some nice Frankie Paul tune in England, and them man are the man them come dub on what for dub on and all of them things there, you know?
Man, true, man.
Yeah. Like Alicia.
Ah,
You know what I mean?
yes.
That was a big tune for Frankie Paul in London. You know?
Yes, a girl used to work for Shelley.
Yeah.
You know, see?
Yeah.
But all she used to eat is what I'm saying?
French fry and hamburger.
Yeah. That's all she used to eat for her lunch. Yeah, man, Alicia, man.
Yeah, man. Oh, yes, I know this girl around the block. She named Alicia. All she feed pan it's pure French fry and hamburger. Yeah, man, I see that, man.
Yeah, man. Alicia, man.
Yeah.
Nice girl still.
Yeah, you know. Yeah, man. I just say it there still. Yeah. And it's a pleasure to really see the man that's me can sit down and hold a good vibration after a period of time. A long time we don't see each other, brother.
Long time.
So it's a pleasure and an honor, my brother.
It's a pleasure and
To sit
honor for
down
me
beside
to be
the
in a
eye to
year
brother.
spot.
Yeah.
In a
you
year, me have
Yeah,
some
man.
photo too.
Yeah.
And that's that.
See?
So we really,
Yeah, man.
you know,
Yeah,
these are
man.
things that they kind of have made miss because through me there in England.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
they really, because me that love to be just so in the heart of
Yeah, man.
anything
Yeah,
I go
man.
on. But and we would have hold it still
Yeah,
them
man.
side there, you know? Well, as you know, me have tune with Berries and Buju. Me have me own label, me have me up on the internet. You can get exclusive from me. Me have enough artists. Have all your boy, Tyan.
Yeah, man.
I'm a brethren, you know.
Diane.
Yeah, man.
Boy,
But
that's sad when all them youth that drop out,
boy, I
brother.
can't believe
Come
it.
myself have a whole heap and release product, you know. Yeah, man, the other day I play back some tape and I have a whole string of unreleased tune. You know, but me and Chris are talk about them, you know. You know, VP.
Yeah.
That song there was a tune we do a studio one. Hot bubblegum with Tyan. On the LP you see him on a bike back with a
Yeah.
girl.
Can we use a
See?
picture there still in a jar?
Yeah, man.
Let me
yeah,
tell you.
man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
Use
yeah,
a
man.
picture there still.
Nothing wrong with that, my brother. See?
Promote between the
Yeah.
time, you know?
Yeah, man. One CB 200. Just buy two, you know, say I eat that. I'm there on it and the girl up on the back of it and, you know, say I share the hot bubble gum. See? Yeah, man. But
Real,
Tyan, man, it's sad to see them youth that just, you know, spar so true, nitty gritty. Tenor sad, them youth that just
Yeah.
drop out, you know?
Ladies and gentlemen, it was such a wonderful experience watching George and Tony Ruff Cutt Phillips go back into the days of remembering Tyan and the motorcycle, and Tony saying borrow the photograph on several occasions, you know what I mean? So it's always a funny thing
Yeah,
to see
man.
that and to see the camaraderie. There's no vexation there. It's about, oh, you use my material and
Music and joy, man, and love, man.
it is an honor. And also the history behind Alicia, you know, and how the whole thing went down. Because the first time I know, say, is burger and French fries. You know. The way me love the tune, the way me love the tune so much, is that the way me love the tune so much, we never ever penetrate the second half. The only part me love is and we can't remember the tune. Anytime I learn that tune, I don't like it no more. So I never generally get a chance to learn it. But George, it was an honor talking with you, going back down memory lanes. You have done the work. This is our way of saying thank you, giving you your roses while you're alive and well, and being able to hear it, not just from my lips, but I know when this video goes up, a lot of people will be commenting on the great times, even making baby to some of your tune. Even the Freddie McGregor big song, the way you do the backup vocal part. Don't hurt my feelings.
Last night and tell you how much I love you. You didn't believe a single word I say. Whoa, come today, you're gonna believe me. Gonna squeeze you and show you I care. Only promise me you'll never hurt me, darling. Big tune that. I hear this a shoot her wedding.
Oh, don't hurt my feelings. You are
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Monster hit, ladies and gentlemen. These songs are songs that make babies and so on in the dance hall.
Yeah.
Unlike today.
Yeah, man. 2-year-old. Yeah, man.
Unlike today, ladies
Little
and gentlemen,
John.
when you have these type of song that create war and violence in the dance hall. So it was an honor sitting down with you. The wait was long, but guess what? We could not have completed this segment of the video without having your present, your honored presence. So we thank you so much from Big Stone Records and Big Stone Television.
It's always be a pleasure in a star. Worse when I meet my icon friend. You know what I mean? It's always be a pleasure, my brother. And long live here, sir. My brother.
Ladies and gentlemen, having a conversation with George is always a special, what we call a specialty, because this is like archive. This is like out of the archive where you cannot hear it anywhere else. If you ask any other record producer, they cannot give you these answers because they don't have the answers. They did not create the question in the first place. So we give thanks to George for joining us. Tony Ruff Cutt Phillips. Yes. Sitting with you for almost an hour now, and to know that I'm sitting beside a man who wasn't even born in Jamaica, but you have done so much work to keep the banner of Jamaica floating all over the world in your music, just like George. It is an honor. Who do you have to thank for that, really?
Well, I thank the Father, of course, first and foremost. You know, I was very fortunate, I would say. You know, and when I look back as well, I realize, you know, sometimes when you're going through the things, then you don't come in like anything special as such. Yeah. Because afterwards, when you look back, we do so much shows with Frankie Paul, we do shows with Half Pint, we have played all of your children what you produce. Yeah. We have to play it, and we like to play at the record. You understand?
Yeah, like the record.
One thing that keep our thing going was that we sound like the record.
Wow.
So it was a great pleasure to be playing them productions from like jazz and them thing there. It was all good. I really enjoyed it.
In closing, who you wanna big up and send a shout out to?
I want to shout out to Nikki, thanking her very much. I want to shout out to the reggae world and the reggae establishment. I want to shout out to Sly Dunbar, shout out to Barry Salmon, shout out to Buju Banton, because them man has been very good to me. I've never had to give them man any finance or anything for anything.
Wow.
They give it with them heart and full heart. And I think that's part of the part that made it was successful, is that them give it with them heart. You never have to give Barry Salmon, nobody ever have to give them no money for anything.
Wow.
So
they respect the foundation, and that is and gave you your roses while you was
Yeah,
alive,
man,
while
gave
you're
it to me,
alive.
and I really appreciate it. And, I mean, you know that Jaria gave us an award last year,
Yeah. What was it for?
outstanding contribution to the reggae industry.
Wow. Beautiful.
Yeah, man.
Beautiful.
Jaria.
Jaria.
You
big.
understand? Yeah, man. So it was good.
Yeah.
So the works has been acknowledged, especially with your help.
Thank you so much.
People is getting to see the thing. And you know, George must know it going away as a man with the day.
Oh, it's
And-
not a feel.
Yeah, you know, so it's like,
What is the future for Ruff Cutt now? Do you all still play together as a band?
yes, we all do. As I told you, the BG rhythm
Yes.
is we, the musician themselves.
So it's not just a come together one time thing.
No.
You still go out and do
40
gigs.
years.
Okay. So you still go out and still do shows
We
as Ruff
do
Cutt.
shows like,
Is there a Jamaican version of Ruff Cutt?
yes. there
Tell
is.
us a little bit about
Right.
that.
So all that's come about now is that we used to be working with Shabba. When Shabba used to come to England, he used to work with me and we used to tour with him and he was getting very popular. Big shows, big shows. And time he come. And there was a tour coming up and Specialist was the manager for Shabba.
Clifton Specialist
That's
Dylan,
right.
yeah.
And they gave us some dates and to be honest, we did have some dates already. So we couldn't do them show there. See, for Specialists, go check Rhythm Kings. Remember the bass player
Yeah,
with Dr.
yeah.
Paul?
Yes, yeah.
And to continue the tours and things what they was doing, them farm themselves and call themselves Ruff Cutt too. But we was going from 1980
Okay. As the original
as
Ruff
the
Cutt.
original.
And
Played
still
with
the
all of the
original.
top artists.
Yes.
John Holt, Delroy Wilson,
You name them.
you name, you know that John.
You name them.
Serious man.
Yeah.
Over 250 artists.
Wow.
And we're proud of that. You know, as you know, well obviously choosing the people that come, we get the opportunity. Not like say when the man them there there's have enough more band to play with.
Yeah.
But when they come to England now, they have to, you know, they work with the band that was the top band, and we was the top band at the time. Freddie McGregor, all of them. You know, Dennis Brown, big. So we play Wildfire, big hit tune. You know, we play a tune with Berries, Say Thank You. So we
Yeah.
got my label, I've got the platform. So, you know, I'm trying to still maintain music as how we know it, as how we love it. Live,
Aye.
different manner play, not
Yeah.
just a one manner play.
Different interpretation of the
Yeah,
music.
because that's how you get vibes.
Yeah.
You get a vibe off of that man there, that man get a vibe
Yeah.
off of you, him get a vibe off of you.
Yeah, man.
And that's how you make tune, you know. Nobody not really going to say, well, oh, right, no, not. I'm going to make a big tune today,
Yeah.
because you don't know.
And when you do a tune to, you know, you can almost feel it says a hit from in the studio.
Inna the studio.
Because if a man start move to it and a ray,
Yeah,
and
man,
you
true,
can
man.
feel it says a hit that tune, you know.
Definitely.
Yeah, man.
Well, when we play Wildfire with Dennis and John Holt, you know, a one take, you know, and it's about 6 minutes.
The song last.
Yeah, we played for about 6 minutes.
Wow.
Because the vibe is so nice and everything.
man.
Yeah,
And
nobody
the
want-
man, they make up the tune on the spot. Serious, Dennis Brown and John Holt. They must have, you know,
Yeah, yeah.
And
Two
they were
great
nice,
boys.
man.
Two great boys.
so it's true, man. You can know when you have a big tune,
Yes,
Yeah.
man.
you know.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, they say all good things must come to an end. But guess what? It's never the end because we still have George Pang, a living legend / icon. We still have Tony Ruff Cutt Phillips, a living legend / icon. So there will always be a part 2 and a part 3 and a part 10 and a part 15. The music continues and we look forward again, George, to talking with you. Thank you so much, my brother. Thank you so much.
No, respect.
Ladies and gentlemen, what a beautiful day. I myself considered to be a dinosaur sitting and listening to George go back down memory lane and just reminiscing on the great works that he put out, and listening to Tony Ruff Cutt Phillips going back down memory lane and going through the great works that he also have put out. Today has been a wonderful day. I want to big up Pixel Edge, yeah, my brethren, Prince on camera, and KJ and Guala Guala. Yeah, because Guala Guala is like the behind the scenes security and behind the scenes pictures and behind the scenes everything, refreshment and behind the scenes. So Guala Guala, big up yourself. And last but not least, ladies and gentlemen, I just want to big up my friend, my sister in for life, Nikki Cotterell. Without you, Nikki, this would not have been possible. Thank you so much for watching, ladies and gentlemen. And remember, we're coming from the beautiful mural of George Pang at the corner of Thompson and Septimus Street in Arnett Garden, the home of reggae music. Give thanks.